some of my best friends are old. In fact, most of my best friends are old, in their 80s and 90s. And one of the things that is a real theme in their lives is the amount of loss that they experience. And I think that's something that we don't think about very often. It's something my parents talked about and my close friends talk about as well, that they're surviving, and everybody whom they've spent their whole lives with are slowly, they're losing them. They're mostly dying. So, one close friend who's 95 now, every member of his graduating class and every member of his work cohort has now died. And he's okay with that. Like, he can't reverse it, and he knows that that's one of the costs of living to be 95. But it still is, it's a painful experience for him. And, with that loss goes a loss of part of your own life, because you're losing the ability to talk over, remember when, because there's nobody else who remembers those things. And it can, as we go through life, it is less likely that we develop new social circles, and very few people are really good at developing new social contacts, as they, well, some people aren't very good at developing social contacts at any age, but so it becomes harder. So I think there is a certain isolation that comes with that loss, which is really just a part of living that long. There's an existential pain, I guess, also, that if you like living, there is a growing awareness that pretty soon or sometime you're going to lose that thing that you like, which is life. And that's, I think, on the periphery of everybody's thoughts as they get older as well.
As people age for physical reasons and sometimes economic, and sometimes they've lost a lot of people as well within their own age group, their world can shrink, and there can be a kind of an isolation that comes along. And so often, you want to compensate for that by making social contact as available to older people as you possibly can. But there's many older people that are very positive in their outlook. I also find that there's this ridiculous notion of one size fits all with older people, that everyone needs to socialize and everyone needs to love it. And there's people at earlier stages in their adult life had no interest in doing things in large groups, or being on bus tours, or or playing bingo, or, and what happens, and I find it very simplistic, is that when a person is over 80, there's an assumption that they're gonna love all these things. They're the same person, and there's a lot of personality differences, and people relate to the world in very different ways. And I think this is almost disrespectful to older people to make an assumption that all group activities are a wonderful thing at all times. They're the same person they were, years earlier, and if they didn't love socializing in large groups then, they may not love it at 80 either. So you got to be careful about that.